Hi guys, we're here for another changing room chat. It's a little bit cold outside. We're supposed to be training, however, we're skiving a little bit, so we're going to have a chat about the weekend's football because there's a blockbuster weekend of football, Steve.
Certainly is, definitely.
For those that don't know, this is Stevie joining me for today. So, El Clasico, let's start. Probably the biggest game in club football.
Definitely. Definitely the biggest.
But the most annoying thing is, we can't see it because of the stupid TV rights to start with.
I only found out about it a couple of days ago, and it's pretty poor, really.
Ridiculous that we're going to find the result out before we can actually see it. When we've got stars, Ronaldo, Messi, Suarez, Neymar, and we're not going to get to see it. However, I'm really looking forward to the game, I have to say. It's never a dull affair, is it? Let's be fair.
Never. Red cards all the time.
I think Sergio Ramos to be sent off is always a great shout.
Normally.
Devastated. Looks like Pepe's not going to be fit, so there goes our booking bingo game.
Guaranteed, yeah.
But look, I was looking at some stats earlier. I think it's only 2 of the last 22 games that neither team have scored. So both teams to score looks an absolute banker of a bet. Really looking forward to the game. Who do you fancy, Steve, for it?
I've always been a Barcelona man. Always. I know you're slightly different, but just the front three are incredible. Absolutely incredible. They
are, agreed, but they've started of late this season. Silly draws against Sociedad and Malaga.
Very silly draws, but at home to Real good.
Madrid won there last year though.
It's the thing with these games, you never know. You never know. Barca could win at 5-0, Madrid could win at 5-0, you're never going to know.
No, agreed. It's a tough one to call. I think a win is more important for Barcelona this time around because if Madrid win, I think 9 points is a bridge too far to gap. I don't see Real Madrid throwing away a 9-point lead at the top of La Liga if they win. So a draw doesn't really suit either team, I don't think.
No, but it's going to be 2 teams going for that attack, trying to get 3 points, I think. I mean, like I say, Madrid are better off if they draw. They don't need to win, but the sort of football they play, they're going to want to win, especially at Barca.
No, agreed. And I think it's going to be quite interesting. The battle between the 2 Croats. I think Rakitic on one side, Modric on the other, holds the key for both teams.
You see him recently in the Champions League games, both of them for the respective clubs, just controlling it so well. So good going forward, putting the shift in defensively, so good.
Yeah, technically just amazing players, I have to say. So, score prediction?
2-1 Barca.
I'm going to go 2-1 Madrid, so we'll see what happens.
We'll see.
That's obviously the standout game this game. Now we go hop to the Premier League, obviously the lunchtime kick-off, Manchester City versus Chelsea.
Absolute massive one. Obviously Man City, as we said on the way up here, but Chelsea not lost since going 3 at the back. I mean, City have got a better record overall against Chelsea in recent times, but what way to start the weekend?
Yeah, it just screams out goals for me.
Yeah.
I can't see City not scoring at home, and they're not good enough at the back for me.
There's still goalkeeper problems, I think.
Goalkeeper, and they just make some calamitous decision making at the back. And when you've got Hazard, Costa, Pedro, Willian, I just can't see Chelsea not scoring either.
No.
So
it's another one, both teams to score pretty much.
You say though, it's the system change from Chelsea has obviously made a huge difference, and it's quite strange that they stumbled across it because when Conte first took over, he played a very English 4 at the back, and they were awful. They got torn a place at the Emirates. They got torn from pillar to post, and he changed, and all of a sudden, David Luiz looks an absolute colossus at the back.
It's incredible. I mean, he started very well last time at Chelsea. Made a lot of mistakes like towards the end. Hence, I think they got rid of him. But he's always been a decent defender. I mean, he does some silly things, goes on some crazy runs, shoots from 50, 60 yards when they want him to. But now playing this new formation where he's got quick players either side of him with Marcus Alonso on one side. I mean, that's really quite. And even Victor Moses coming in, he's done an absolute outstanding job, I think. Yeah,
no, definitely. As I say, I really like both teams to score in that game, I have to say. Moving on to your boys, I think you're a really generous price this week at 4-6. I just look at West Ham injury list and it's crippled them. It really has. And
2 more that were not to get on.
That's what I mean.
United yesterday.
Yeah, I'd say, and especially Antonio, who's been massive for West Ham this year, limped off, and it's like I just can't see if we're not going to Arsenal win if I'm being honest.
Aaron Creswell came up as well. Watched the game against United. I don't know the fella's name that came on left back.
He got torn.
Yeah, absolutely torn to pieces, and I can't see players like Sanchez and Walcott and Chamberlain not doing the business there.
Agreed. We'll touch on it's a relegation battle for one side, and at the moment Saints aren't really doing anything. But what's going on at Palace?
I mean, we've both got friends that are Palace fans, and we've seen them previously set up so well defensively. They've conceded so many goals in set pieces.
Yeah.
When you look at the players they've got, playing centre half for them, or even some of the bigger guys. Lost, was it Amelia Jedinak in midfield? Used to do a job in there defensively from set pieces, but
yeah, it's just I don't really can say Palace for me. I'm all in Palace being hard to beat. And whenever you play them, you're up for a game. But conceding 5 goals last week, and it was just, as I say, we've got a very good mutual friend, Benny, if you're watching, sorry, that obviously goes through the mill with Palace every week, and I found myself going through the mill just watching the result come in last week for him. But I hope they turn it around.
I mean, they've got the players in going forward. Conor Wickham's done alright recently.
He's out for the season now, though, isn't he? So he's just had ACL surgery from the Swansea game. So that's another body they've lost.
Yeah, exactly. Added to the list, I suppose. But yeah, again, you can see there's so many goals. They used to be so good, similar to Stoke, so good defensively against set pieces.
I know Pardew's always been an attack-minded manager, but he has to just park the bus.
Yeah.
There comes a time where he just needs to go, enough's enough. If I win or if I draw the next 2-0, we'll take that. He just needs to shut up shop and stop conceding goals.
Yeah, especially with rumours of his job up for grabs as well now. So
yeah, the problem is, I was actually chatting to Benny about this at the weekend, is if Palace sack Pardew, who's out there for them to go and get? I don't know.
The only name we've been chatting about is Sam Allardyce, but is it too soon? Come back in? Are you better off going elsewhere first before coming back to England?
I think that's another touchy subject, I think, which we'll chat another day, because we could talk endlessly about that. So, yeah, I personally don't think Palace will lose this weekend. I think there'll be a reaction and they'll get something from it.
I mean, there needs to be. So,
yeah,
Pardew's a good manager. He's done it with other clubs. He knows what he's doing. But yeah, I think it's about time. Like you say, they shut up the shop. Don't concede. Therefore, you don't lose. And then obviously build on a couple of draws, hopefully push on after Christmas. That'd
be interesting. Alright guys, I suppose we've wasted enough time here. We're going to have to go and do some training now. So Gaffer's moaning at us. But cheers Steve, cheers for joining me on Changing Room Chat. Cheers guys, again, follow me on Twitter, @PhilBars. Follow Stevie on Twitter, his handle is now appearing underneath him here. And I'd just like to thank you guys. If you like what we do, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please like and comment on the video guys. If you've got any subjects you'd like us to talk about in Changing Room Chat, just put them in the box and we'll see what we can do. Hope you have a great weekend and we'll see you later guys. Cheers.